What if you are told that for many of you, this October surprise is real, but it's not what you think? And for some, that extra cash could be a ticking time bomb of financial confusion if you don't understand the one critical rule behind it. Stay with me because in this video we're pulling back the curtain. We'll expose exactly what's happening, why it's happening, and most importantly, what you must do right now to make sure you aren't caught off guard when November comes. Welcome to Social Security Watch. If you're receiving Social Security retirement, SSI, SSDI, or VA disability benefits, or you're helping a loved one who does, consider this your new command center. Our mission here is simple: to cut through the government jargon and the confusing paperwork and give you the clear, actionable information you need to manage your finances and your life. We don't just read the press releases, we explain what they actually mean for your bank account and your budget. If you're tired of feeling confused by the system, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We publish weekly deep dives like this one, so you're always informed, never in the dark. Because when it comes to the money you depend on, you deserve to be the expert. Now back to that October surprise. You saw an extra deposit, or maybe your check was just bigger. Your first thought was probably relief. Maybe even a little joy. But then the doubt creeps in. Is this a mistake? Will they take it back? Why did this happen? Let me be perfectly clear. For most of you, this is not a mistake. But it is also not a brand new permanent raise. What you are experiencing is a powerful combination of three distinct factors: the official 2025 COLA that everyone already got, a quirky scheduling shift that creates a major illusion, and for our veterans, their own parallel adjustment timeline. Understanding this mix is the difference between being in control of your money and being controlled by it. So let's dive in. Pay close attention, because I'm going to walk you through real-life stories that will make this all click. First, let's lay the foundation. The official 2025 Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA, was 2.5%. Now that's the number you heard about last year. It's already baked into your monthly checks for all of 2025. So what is COLA? It's not a bonus. It's a survival tool. It's the government's attempt, and I stress attempt, to keep your benefits from losing purchasing power as the cost of everything from bread to blood pressure medication goes up. It's tied to a complex government index called the CPIW. You don't need to remember that. Just remember this: the 2.5% bump was expected. It's the baseline. For SSI, this pushed the federal maximums to $967 for an individual and $1,450 for a couple. But here's the critical point almost no one makes clear. This 2.5% is a gross increase, not a net one. Your actual take-home boost could be much, much smaller, or even non-existent, and we'll get to the reasons why in a moment. So if the COLA is old news, why does October feel so different? This is where the magic and the potential panic starts. This is the single biggest reason for the surprise. It's all about the calendar. SSI benefits are always paid on the first of the month. But there's a golden rule. If the first falls on a weekend or a federal holiday, the Social Security Administration pays you on the last business day before. Now look at this year. November 1st, 2025 is a Saturday, a non-business day. So what does the SSA do? They issue your November SSI payment on Friday, October 31st. Let that sink in. In October, you will get 2 SSI payments, one on October 1st for the month of October, and a second on October 31st for the month of November. This feels like a windfall. It looks like extra cash. But it is a timing shift, not new money. You are essentially getting a 1-month advance on your November check. This is the most important takeaway of this entire video. Do not mistake that second October check for a permanent raise. If you spend it all, you will have $0 coming in for the entire month of November. This is the ticking time bomb I mentioned. You must budget that second check to cover your November expenses. For those on Social Security retirement or SSDI, your payment schedule is based on your birthday, so you likely didn't see this double payment, but you still got the COLA bump on your regular payment date. Now let's talk to our veterans. Your system runs on a similar but slightly different track. Your VA disability compensation also gets a COLA. For 2025, that increase was also 2.5%, effective starting December 1st, 2024. So, you've been seeing that slightly higher amount all year long in your 2025 payments. Your October surprise is less about an extra check and more about payment timing, similar to SSI. VA pay is typically issued on the first business day of the month for that month. When the first is a non-business day, it moves forward. But here's what you need to be looking ahead to. The 2026 COLA is already being projected. Early estimates suggest it could be around 2.7%. This will be official later this year and will go into effect for your payments starting December 1st, 2025, showing up fully in your January 2026 payment. For example, a veteran with a 100% disability rating might see their compensation increase by around $100 or more. It's crucial to anticipate this and plan for it. Okay, we've covered the illusion and the adjustments. Now we get to the cold, hard reality. Why did your friend get a nice bump, but yours was barely noticeable? Or worse, why did your check seem to go down? This is the fine print that costs people thousands. Several gotchas can eat away at your increase. Number 1, Medicare premiums. If you're on Medicare, your Part B and Part D premiums are typically deducted directly from your Social Security check. If those premiums go up, and they often do, they consume part, or sometimes even all, of your COLA increase. Your gross benefit went up, but your net take-home pay may have stayed the same. Always check your Medicare notice of change each fall. Number 2, the overpayment recovery trap. This is a huge one. If the SSA determines you were overpaid in the past, even through no fault of your own, they are legally allowed to withhold money from your current benefits to recoup it. They can withhold up to 100% of your SSI check or 15% of your Social Security check. Imagine getting that 2.5% COLA, only to have the SSA start recouping an old overpayment the same month. Your check could actually shrink. If this is happening, you can appeal, ask for a waiver, or request a lower repayment plan. Number 3, countable income for SSI recipients. SSI is a needs-based program. If you have other income from a pension, a part-time job, or even in-kind support like someone providing you free food or housing, your SSI check is reduced. The COLA increases the maximum benefit, but if your countable income is already high, you might not see any of that increase. Number 4, state supplements. Some states add a supplement to the federal SSI payment. These state rules vary wildly. Some may increase with the federal COLA, others may not. A change in your living situation can also affect this. Let's make this real with some stories. Meet Helen. She's 72 and relies solely on SSI. Her check is the federal max of $967. In October, she sees 2 deposits. She's thrilled and thinks she got a huge raise. But we know the second check is her November payment. If she spends it all in October, she'll have nothing for November's rent. The surprise turns into a crisis. The lesson? Budget that second check for November. Now, Frank. He's a veteran with a 50% disability rating and 1 dependent child. He's been getting the 2.5% COLA all year. He hears about the October surprise and checks his account, confused why nothing special happened. For him, it's normal. His focus should be on the next COLA for 2026 and ensuring his dependent information is up to date with the VA to get every dollar he's entitled to. Finally, Carla. She's on SSDI but does some part-time work. Her gross SSDI benefit got the 2.5% COLA, but because of her earnings, her check is already reduced. Then Medicare Part B went up. Then, the SSA started recouping a small overpayment from 2 years ago. Net result? Her raise was just a few dollars. She needs to understand the interaction of work incentives, premiums, and overpayments to truly know where she stands. Don't be passive. Take control right now. Here is your to-do list. Log in. Check your mySocialSecurity or VA.gov account immediately. Look at your benefit breakdown. Compare a recent check to one from a year ago. See the actual net difference after all deductions. Identify, was that extra money a second SSI check? If yes, label it November's money in your budget. Investigate. See any unexplained withholding? Look for codes that indicate overpayment recovery. If you find one, call the SSA to discuss your options. Plan ahead. Mark your calendar for the 2026 COLA announcement this fall. Anticipate the change. Let's reinforce the headlines so you walk away empowered. The October surprise is real, but it's largely a timing shift for SSI, not a new raise. The 2.5% COLA is your baseline, but your net increase is what matters. Medicare, overpayments, and income are the three thieves that can steal your COLA. Veterans, your timeline is different. Stay focused on the future COLA projections. I know this can feel overwhelming and at times unfair. You've paid into this system or served this country, and you deserve clarity and respect. The greatest power you have is knowledge. When you understand the rules, you can play the game. You can budget, you can appeal, and you can plan with confidence. If this video brought you clarity and took the fear out of that surprise deposit, then we've done something. Leave a comment below. Tell us, did you get 2 SSI checks? Are you dealing with an overpayment? Your stories and questions fuel future videos and can help others. Share this video. Share it with your family, your friends, in your support groups. Everyone who relies on these benefits deserves this information. And hit that subscribe button. We break down complex topics like this every single week, and I don't want you to miss a thing. I've put links in the description to the SSA overpayment waiver forms, the VA benefits calculator, and a playlist on maximizing your benefits. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, and we'll see you in the next video. Safe.